Hi Cancer, welcome to your general messages for the week of October 10th. Okay guys, I'm going to be doing two different readings and I'm going to timestamp below. I'm going to start with love, then I'm going to do career totally separate. Different cards, different spread, different everything. So if you are only interested in career, check out the timestamp below and just pop over to that, okay? For the rest of us, let's talk about relationship. For those of you here with relationship on your heart, maybe you're single, maybe you're in a weird space, maybe you're with somebody for many years. Let's see what ends up coming up. So let's just talk about the sky this week. I kind of feel like lots of problem solving is going to be happening this week. I have to tell you, we have on the 12th, Jupiter is going to be sextiling Neptune. Jupiter expands, right? Whatever its energy is focused on. Sextile is a very easygoing sort of coming together energy, and Neptune is very dreamy, right? Neptune is the modern ruler of Pisces. So we're going to feel more comfortable to compromise, to maybe even in a way sort of like more easily make personal sacrifices for what we believe in to be for the better good of something. So I really like that energy. That's just so welcome right now. And then on the 13th, we do have Mercury going retrograde in Scorpio. I've been talking about this for like ever. It feels like right now. So this is going to be happening in your 5th house. Your 5th house of creativity, your 5th house of romance, falling in love. Having to do with your children, that idea that you're thinking about maybe making into a business, right? That's all 5th house energy. So you can have Mercury retrograde in there in Scorpio, and Scorpio, the modern ruler, is Pluto. It's all about digging up and bringing something up to the surface for us to look at in this area. So past relationships, past hobbies, old things with your children, all of these things are going to be coming up right now, for the next month or so. Okay, crowning energy, we have sacrifice. I'm sorry, I know these cards are so beautiful, but they show up rather dark on the, so hopefully you can see that. I'm getting like super close. So as you can see, it says, what can you let go of? What can you let go of? So I don't know, Cancer. I mean, do you feel like you're being kept in the dark in some area of your life, or even more than that, do you feel like you're buried in some part of your life here having to do with relationship? Redefine your thoughts to contemplate that you're not buried, Cancer, but you're planted. There's a big difference, okay? And soon it's going to be your time to, and I know nobody wants to hear this as they're going through it, but the energy does indicate that it is going to be time for you to expand and move forward in something. But for now, you have to just sort of merge with the darkness in order to grow. And when this energy shows up, it's really time to consider, what are you willing to sacrifice, to let go of? What are you prepared to recycle, is a good way of looking at it, in your life right now, in yourself, in people, places, things around you, in order to nourish and grow in the area of relationship. This energy does say, the harder the sacrifice, the greater the gift. So something to think about. But I mean, and I feel like everybody's sort of doing that anyway, as all of these retrogrades are not themselves. We're just like letting go of stuff, right? Aren't we just letting go of stuff? It just does feel like that. We just dropped a whole deck of cards. Isn't that fabulous? Okay. Somebody wants to tell us a message. So we also have the new moon in Libra, which is going to be affecting you guys. I do want to say, those of you who, if you know your chart, especially those Libras who are like anywhere from 20 to 28 degree Libras, you guys are going to be feeling it the most. Well, quite frankly, the cardinal signs are, but I love this new moon in Libra, as this is a great start of a cycle where committing to personal goals is just going to seem easier, and we're all going to just have more support when it comes to our negotiation skills without compromising our principles or feeling like we're needing to appease anybody. But it is time to work on rebalancing our relationships and to recognize our partners as teammates and not adversaries. And Cancer, you're going to be going through this, right? A couple of reasons. First of all, you have Mercury retrograde in Scorpio, as I mentioned, in your 5th house, which is the falling in love, the boyfriend, girlfriend, what you guys do, regardless of the level of your relationship, on a Monday through Sunday. But then you've also had this stellium hanging out in your 7th house of partnerships, what seems like forever. Everyone was retrograde forever, and now they're not, right? So now there's this moving forward. But yeah, I definitely feel like you're going to be feeling this particular new moon very strong. But I do want to just a little word of caution here is this has a tense configuration since it's going to be opposing retrograde Mars, which will be squaring Jupiter, Pluto, Saturn, the stellium I was just talking about. So this lunation, it brings this form of a trine to the North Node, really suggesting that you learn and grow from whatever situation you find yourself in right now, where you might feel slightly challenged by, feeling any sort of block, anything like that. Because Venus, the ruler of this new moon, it opposes Neptune, right? Which can suggest that we may end up battling over what I'm calling overblown expectations, right? Maybe just expecting a little too much, living a little too much in the Neptune, right? Because what do I always say about Neptune? It's like trying to look at reality through a very thick fog or a dirty window. Yeah. Okay. We have, okay. So you guys are tired. Oh, King of Cups, 10 of Cups, beautiful. All right. Good focus. I like the good focus. So coming into this energy, we have the Magician and the 3 of Coins. I feel like this is you guys trying to get yourself together inside yourself. What do I need to grow and build? Like 3 of Coins is Mars and Capricorn. So it's like that warrior planet inside the worker planet. I want to build, right? I always call this the architect energy. Creating the blueprint for where you see yourself going in relationship, either within a relationship that you already have or figuring out your mind's eye where you would like to actually go. Now, having the Magician energy working here, this is good for everyone involved. I don't care what your situation is. This is very, this tells me that those of you who are single are on social media trying to like meet people or just throw your stuff out there, trying to make some sort of connections, because Magician is a Mercury energy, and Mercury does rule Gemini, and Gemini is all about communication, including online communication. It doesn't rule technology, that's Uranus, but the way we communicate online, communicate in general, it's also us learning. Mercury also rules the 6th house, which is a Virgo energy. That has to do with our day-to-day work environment, but it has to do with our mental, physical, and emotional health as well. So it's this communicating and this learning in order to improve the way we feel about something. It's to work on how the health of our relationship, or working on having a good relationship. But the Magician energy is making something happen, if that makes sense, right? It's focused creativity, it's turning visions into reality, and it's inspired action. Okay, I'm very focused on building something. Wow. Okay, so all right, Cancer, listen, we got the 8 of Cups with the 6 of Cups. Okay, so the 8 of Cups is about withdrawing and retreating and moving on and abandonment, and this is Saturn in Pisces. This is about something having just become too heavy, too big, too heavy, being very mindful, like, oh my gosh, my partner is never happy, or my partner is always putting me down, or my partner is never there for me the way I want. So it was kind of like that kind of thing. But then check it out. We have the 6 of Cups, which is very nostalgic. It's very about reunions. It's very innocent though at the same time, and it's actually quite positive in the upright. I don't think we have any, we don't have any reversals. I'm not getting too many reversals today. It's funny. Some weeks I get more than others. But the Six of Cups is about needing to make the decision to reconcile, right? I always say we're not puppets. So if you are like stuck in like a tragic hot mess with a narcissist, this does not mean that, you know, you're going to be puppeted into or back into some sort of horrific holy hell, you know, recursively. It's not going to happen like that. This is having the opportunity in a beautiful way. Now, for some of you, this can be reconciling, but this could also be just meeting somebody that maybe either you feel like you've met them before, or maybe you used to work with them, or you went to school with them a million years ago, or you worked with them once upon a time. Maybe you were never even romantically involved with them, right? But this could also indicate some of you may be hanging out with old friends and there being some sort of connection there. But there is this hearkening back to the past in the Six of Coins energy, and it going really well. But we have this Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Cups is not like a new going back kind of thing. It's not. And if this was a bad energy, the Six of Cups, to me, it would have came out reverse, because the Six of Cups reverse means whatever was in the past, keep it back there. Keep it in the rearview mirror. Don't bring it forward. Right? So I do see, Cancer, some of you may be in the past leaving a situation and either meeting up with somebody who you used to know in one way or another, whether it was romantically or not, or you're very focused on hanging out with your old friends and just focusing on you right now, could be. But now, right now, we have the Devil energy working. So we have the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is about waiting for a response from somebody, wanting to move forward, feeling this fire in your belly to move forward, but it's like you're waiting for something. You're waiting for either communication to come in or for somebody to say a certain something like, let's, you know, move this to the next level. Let's, you know, whatever it is, but it's waiting for that, and it's making a choice. So you're in this space of needing to make a choice when it comes to relationship. Then we have that working with the Devil, the Princess of Swords, and the Fool. All right. So look, why are you confused? Because you may be dealing with an imbalanced energy, Cancer. You may be dealing with somebody who either struggles with addiction, who struggles with greed. And I do say that, struggles with greed, because I don't think anybody really wants to be like that, or they want to be envious, but they can't help it. You know, somebody perhaps who struggles with overt materialism or obsession, sexual lust. Anything where there's imbalance is always what I say. Deflecting, gaslighting, any sort of narcissistic tendencies. Or it could just simply be something as basic, but troublesome, as somebody who maybe suffers with unchecked and untreated anxiety and depression. That'll create imbalance in a relationship, and that's all the Devil is. The Devil is feeling shackled by a level of imbalance that's not being addressed in the best way, and I feel like that is creating some kind of confusion, right? But it's to the point where you have to make a choice. You're waiting for this change. Maybe what you're waiting for is, some of you may be waiting to hear from somebody. Some of you may be waiting for this Devil energy to not be an issue anymore. Are they going to change? Are they going to show up? But now, Cancer, I have to give you a little bit of something here. You know, is this who they are? And maybe you're trying to project onto them what you want them to be rather than who they actually are in reality. Part of the human condition, my friend. I'm not throwing shade. I'm just saying, like, a lot of times we do that in relationships, where in our mind's eye, we think someone has the capability, right? And that we swear that that's how they were when we met. We don't want to understand that maybe they were just on their good behavior, right, in the beginning, and that what you're seeing now at this point is actually the real McCoy. And you're like, hey, what happened to that awesome person that I met back in the beginning? That's the person I want back, but that may not actually even be them. You know, so like I always say, when people show you who they are, pay attention, right? So that could definitely have something to do here. But there is this need to make a decision. You need to make a choice, because some of you are waiting for somebody to stop being a certain way or not do a certain thing, or waiting for them to do a certain thing. And you need to make a decision. Like, what are you going to do, right? What are you really going to do about this? Now, what's interesting is we got the Princess of Swords here. And this is about like stalking social media. This is about gossip. This is about prying eyes. But this is about the truth about something coming out. So maybe something is being realized via social media. If you don't resonate with that, it's the realization. It's like you're in the early stages of coming to accept something about someone, or coming to accept the reality of maybe relationships in general if you're not with anybody right now. In other words, this Two of Wands energy could be like, I'm feeling the fire in my belly to get into that relationship. I'm waiting for the call back, or I'm waiting for somebody to be a little more proactive in this connection. Maybe you just met them or whatever, but maybe they're just not capable. And you're realizing this about them in the Princess of Swords energy. But then we have the Fool energy. And the Fool is all about fresh hope, taking chances, a new path, new beginnings, new adventures. It's all about the future. That's what it is. The Fool is Uranus. It's a Uranus energy in astrology, right? So now it's like, look, listen, if things aren't going to change, if this Devil energy is going to keep hanging around here, I got to go. I have a life to live. There's stuff to do. Yeah? Listen, you guys have been through enough, right? You guys were the North Node of the Moon for 2 years. You know, you and Capricorn had to go. Things are settling in and untangling themselves now during these months for you. And whatever you're holding on to that's reached its expiration date, or that's not good for you, even new energy, it's going to end up creating energetic blocks for you. So yeah, going back to this, what can you let go of? You know, what can you let go of? So then we have here in the near future, we have the Five of Wands, we have the Ten of Wands. Yeah, so listen, the Five of Wands, this is rivalry. This is challenge. This is battle of the wills. It's really straight up. It's a battle of the wills energy. It's Saturn in Leo. Whenever Saturn hangs in Leo, the dark manifestation of Leo shows up, which is all about egotism, right? Now, this could even be within your own mind, though, right? It's like battle of the wills. What do I want to do? You know, I'm not sure. I think I want this, but maybe I want that. But it's like this, it's this obstacle that's very awake in you. And it's either within you or between you and somebody else. Five is always conflict. Wands are will, passion, motivation, needing to move forward. But it is kind of like this battle of the wills kind of energy. And then we have the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is about being just so exhausted and just stressed and too many burdens. It's like something becomes just far too heavy, Cancer. It's just very, very heavy, right? And now we have this working with the Four of Cups energy. So the Four of Cups is very apathetic. It's feeling very unfulfilled in a connection. So you got to get to the underbelly of that. Why are you feeling unfulfilled? You know, did they end up evolving into something that you didn't anticipate within the relationship, and you're like, whoa, I almost feel like I've been duped kind of thing, right? So some of you can resonate with it like that. Others of you, the Four of Cups can indicate that maybe you aren't quite as ready for a relationship as you thought you were. For others of you, maybe something is going on within this connection that's poking at old unhealed wounds and scars inside of you, maybe left from your childhood or past relationships. But regardless, it is definitely, it's inciting this feeling of apathy and feeling very unfulfilled. Then we have the Four of Wands. And I do feel like the Four of Wands are very, very much on your mind. This is about celebration with friends, with families. This is about reunion as well. So we have two reunion energies, I have to say. Again, it doesn't necessarily mean it's anybody that you were romantically linked with, and it's the kind of energy where it's like you're hanging out with friends, family, you're just doing you, whatever it is, and you run into somebody. Or you can even feel like, oh, hey, I met them before, right? Which I always feel like is a past life connection. But whatever happens here, this is an important energy because this is going to incite a very strong foundation. There's newness about this because it's only a 4. 4 is kind of young. 4 is like, let's go and get started and let's go create this beautiful kind of energy together, right? It's a Venus in Aries, right? So Aries is the baby of the zodiac. Aries is also so excited all the time. Like, let's go, let's do this, let's do that. And Venus in there, it's really nice energy. So as the final outcome, 10 of Cups, fabulous. Need we say more? This is about contentment, total love and support. Working with the King of Cups energy, very supportive, tolerant, empathetic energy. This could be you in the connection. This could be somebody new that you're meeting. This could just be the general energetic influence in your life right now. And that's working with the Two of Swords and the Princess of Coins. So the Two of Swords is understanding right now, Cancer, that it is time to compromise with yourself and it's time to make a decision. You have to make a decision right now. You do. Then we have the Princess of Coins, and this is just about you understanding you need to be patient, you need to work hard, you know you're very reliable in relationships. This is really embracing that within you, right? That's how you are. Coins are mental, physical, emotional connection, you know that. But this Two of Swords is making a decision and compromising. Is this what you're getting? Are you getting that back? Because if you're not, that's an issue, you know. It just is. So let's pull a couple of violence on wellness here. Watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting. Oh, this is what I said before, right? Isn't this what I said before about, possibly somebody doing a little bit of, sneaking around, in your social media. Or maybe you're doing this to somebody else. Clock. Need time, take time, in time cycles, time to heal and progress. Now that could be you or a person that you're dealing with. We have love call. Someone expresses love. A message of love comes in, thinking of you and letting you know. I have to tell you right now, I just got a feeling like that's somebody new. That's the feeling I got, guys. This is a general message, but that is the feeling I got. We got conflict is a necessary step in the growth process. Be patient. This will pass. This just popped out separately. Mental health is an issue in this connection. Well, could be, right, with the devil energy. Certainly can be, for sure. I love everything about you, even though I may not like you sometimes. So again, that could be you to them to you. Being apart has been life-changing for me. So obviously, this would be relevant for somebody who was not together right now. I don't know. So we have the South Node, the 6th house, mental, physical, and emotional health. Maybe somebody, maybe it's you or dealing with somebody who's having a lot of anxiety, a lot of depression, a lot of struggle. And we have Pisces. Pisces is such a sensitive energy. Cancer, you might feel like you are, you've been, I'm not going to say taken advantage of, but like you might feel like, kind of like you've involuntarily been martyred in some sort of situation. You may be feeling that way. But there is this need to change your belief system about something in order for your mental health, their mental health to improve. Pisces rules, this is like the subconscious energy. This is deep. This rules of spirituality. This also is, even though the devil energy is Capricorn, Pisces is the house of self-undoing. That is where addiction hangs out. So the need to let go, release an addiction for improved health, not only of oneself, but for the sake of relationship, can certainly be something that's going on here for sure. Okay, so I'm going to pull some cat tarot for some final outcome. We have 3 of Wands energy. Aren't they cute? I haven't used these in a long time. So we have the 3 of Wands energy. Okay, good. The 3 of Wands is about teamwork, and it's about expansion. I like it. Going forward, being called forth. Sun in Aries. The sun gives you all the tools in your toolbox that you need. Aries is all about a new path, a new perspective, a new approach. Feeling called forth by something. And then we have Justice. Justice is a Libra energy, which is the 7th house of partnerships, ruled by Venus. It does rule to our relationship energy. But it's more than that. It's about what's fair, what's right, the cause and effect, win-win solutions. The truth comes out about something. And how does something need to be tempered in order for the relationship to move forward in a successful and healthy way? So that is what I have for the relationship portion, my friends. So now I'm going to clear this and we're going to pull for career, okay? Pull for career. Let me pull these guys down real quick. Alrighty. Alright, so we're going to pull a Black Moon astrology card for you, crowning for your career. For your career. You know, you've had Mars retrograde in your 10th house, so that could be, you know, feeling the need like you still have to put your ducks in a row, you still have to invest in, you know, getting ready, whatever it is that you need to move forward in your career. It's going to be retrograde until the middle of November, so it's not going to be solved this particular week. 10th house, oh my gosh, it's so funny. Yeah, and it is the world, right? Because the world is Saturn, and Saturn does rule the 10th house, which is Capricorn. This is about work. That's pretty cool that we got work for the work portion of the read. Let's see, what do we want to do? Crystal visions. I'm feeling crystal visions for our Cancer friends. Okay. Ooh, these are like wanting to pop out. Okay. I'll take them. All right. We have the Judgment and the Lovers came out together, so I'm going to put them up there together. Chariot. Look at all of these major arcanas right now. Okay. Oh, hello. All right. So we have 2 for that already. We have 7 of Pentacles. Okay. Working. Oh, we got a World card. Cancer. That's awesome. So definitely there's some sort of like rebirthing of something that's going on. I love it. We get the Hierophant reverse. I think I said before, I'm not getting too many reversals today. I mean, I do read reversals. So coming into this energy, we have the Judgment and the Lover's energy. So the Lovers, when we're talking about career, is all about, well, the Lovers always is the need to make a choice. So this could have to do with partnerships. If you have any kind of business partner, whether it's meeting somebody now, or you could be business partners with a really good friend, family member, it doesn't matter. Or this could just be resolving within yourself that you're going to work really, really hard at something. Because remember, the Lover's energy is Gemini. And Gemini, we all have 2 sides to ourselves, but no other sign like Gemini does. So it really is like being your own best friend in this energy and realizing that while something may be challenging, with the blessing of Archangel Raphael, you're going to be able to do it and bring it to fruition. Because there is absolutely some sort of new cycle starting in your life right now, right? This is a final decision, a wake-up call. You having clarity, Cancer, right now on what your life purpose is. And I feel like a lot of you have been going through this right now during this retrograde season, feeling frustrated and lacking in clarity. But since the stellium has come out of retrograde, you know, at Pluto as of last week, I feel like a lot of Cancers, a lot of the cardinal signs are starting to feel more, at least more clear on the areas where they haven't been feeling very clear. Now, this is working with the 7 of Pentacles and the Chariot. So the 7 of Pentacles is about patience and hard work and delayed success and waiting. And it's knowing that you have to put in that hard work, understanding that that's part of the process. You know that. And we have the Chariot, which is about taking action to make change. That's what this is. And it's always about going towards you guys. It's going towards the Cancer energy, that metaphorical home space, right? You guys are the landlord of the fourth house of home, of roots and groundedness and feeling safe in something, right? So the Chariot is always about leaving something that's toxic, that has been working, and going towards something that is working. And you being really patient and willing to put in the hard work, whatever it is, whether it's that you have to start at the bottom level of something, or maybe many of you are still in college, or whatever it is, right? You're putting the work in. So now we have the current energy, we have the Hangman in the World. Oh, interesting to get those two together. And that's working with the Four of Wands and the Three of Cups. Okay, so there could be a little bit of confusion right now, right? The Hangman is about trying to gain wisdom by having a different perspective. This can also be feeling this sense of self-sacrifice, right? Because it is Neptune energy. Neptune does rule Pisces, that 12th house, and that is, one of the energies, the dark energies of Pisces. And the Hangman is that sort of stuck in neutral kind of thing. You think you know, but you're not really totally sure. Always. It's like looking through a dirty window, right? But then we have this working with the World, guys. This is about completing some sort of lesson that you needed to learn. Some of you, maybe you completed a goal. Maybe some of you have finished school and you're like, now what? Some of you sold your business. Now what? You lost your job, whatever it is. Whatever it is, though, guys, if you lost your job, that's a blessing, because the world is the most positive card in the deck. There are no bigger blessings than the blessings from Saturn. Even though Saturn gets a bad rap as the great malefic and everybody loves Jupiter, Jupiter's blessings are short-lived. Saturn's are decades long, right? So we'll take that over everything, right? So definitely feeling confused, though, because there's some sort of cycle that you feel is over. You feel it. I mean, it's very, you feel it, but what's beautiful is what's starting now, and there is something new that's starting now. The Four of Wands energy is a very beautiful, strong foundation energy. It really is. It's Venus and Aries. So Venus is a money planet. It's also our self-value, and Aries is all about a fresh path and a new perspective, a new approach to something, this new path. But whatever it is, it's also the honeymoon card, right? I just want to say that. Not that this is the relationship portion, but whatever it is that you're getting into, it's going to provide you with a strong foundation that you've really been needing. And then we had the Three of Cups working with that, which is great. I mean, this is about having a really strong circle of support. And there being very much a celebratory vibe. So this could certainly be you're starting a new job and you really like the people you work with, or you made a decision in the Two of Cups energy with a new business partner, or you made this decision in the Two of Cups energy to change majors, or change something about your career and it going really well. Like you feeling like, yes, I'm going in the right direction. I might not be there yet, but at least I know that I'm heading in the right direction. Okay. So in the near future, we have the Hermit energy working with the Death card, working with Justice. Will you look at that? And with the Two of Pentacles. So a little bit of confusion here, right? Let's get the Two of Pentacles, we'll get the minor arcana out of the way. You're going to have two choices to make. You're going to be in a space where you're going to need to weigh options, Cancer. Well, I'd rather have that than no options. So it does seem like you are going to be weighing options of something. Now, let's take these slow. The Hermit energy means going it alone for a bit. Some of you may have been fired. Something didn't work out the way you had anticipated. You ended up not liking what you were doing. Whatever it is, it's this going it alone. But whenever we have the Hermit energy, it is the Virgo energy. And what is Virgo? Virgo is the biggest problem solver of the zodiac, right? And this is about going within for clarity and a quest for personal truth, and trying to gain the spiritual illumination of truth that's going to end up giving you what it is that you're looking for, right? So then we have the Death energy. So the Death energy is about a simultaneous ending and beginning. It's big changes. It's time to move on from something so that you can transform something, so that you can be reborn, so to speak, within your career, right? Something has reached its expiration date, at least the way you were doing it. So you're not all going to be losing your job or whatever. That's ridiculous. But maybe you're going to be realizing a new way of doing it. Maybe working remotely, maybe going into work, maybe a different strategy, a different department, some of you changing careers altogether, whatever it is. This is an ending and a new beginning energy. Now, I think it's kind of, not kind of interesting, I think it's very interesting. Mercury being retrograde in Scorpio, Mercury is all about the 3rd and 6th house. It's about changing that work environment and making us look at stuff and how we learn and how we communicate. So I mean, this makes perfect sense to me that this is what you have, right? And you know, the justice energy again it's all about fairness and something coming to light, understanding there was a cause and effect with some sort of situation, but this is about solution and the truth coming out about something. So, you know, I like it from that perspective, is you're going to be realizing something, some sort of truth is going to be coming out. There's going to need to be, there's some sort of transformation. But I love that we have the justice energy, because whatever you're switching into is going to be balanced. You're going to have the money that you need. You're going to feel good about what you're in. That's the justice energy. It's the scales, right? It's Libra. It's feeling balanced in a situation. Now, I have to laugh a little bit because the Hierophant reverse indicates originality and creativity and having problems with authority. So this could be Cancers, you guys saying, you know what? I know what everybody else thinks I should be doing, but guess what? I have my own ideas and I don't want to do that anymore. I want to do this. And you sort of going off, now I'm not saying going off on your own, but it's just not feeling the need to conform, to follow traditions, to feed into the expectations that are presented to you. And then we have this working with the 9 of Pentacles. This is amazing. This is about being self-sufficient. This is about financial gain. This is about solo pleasures, figuring out what you like to do to make money, and you feeling really connected to your work. But it's also, 9 of Pentacles is right before 10 of Pentacles, right? And 10 of Pentacles is like kind of arriving when it comes to money and kind of arriving when it comes to feeling deeply connected. You're still sort of in, like, you're almost there, but you're in the problem-solving stage in the near future. I mean, as the final outcome of this. Yes, I mean, come on now. This is so, I mean, the Page of Swords is something is coming to light. You might be dealing, first of all, with some gossip mongers in the workplace, some prying eyes, some snoopy people. They don't know how to mind their own business. It's very annoying to you. That's going to resonate with some of you. But others of you, you're realizing this new truth, this new cycle. It's like you can't live the old way anymore. You just can't, because you feel like you don't belong. You don't fit. 8 of Swords. I got my shoes on the wrong feet. That's what the 8 of Swords feels like. It really is. I mean, and it's self-imposed, right? And it's this self-imposed isolation, but it's feeling imprisoned in a situation. Yeah, maybe you got yourself there by making the choices you did, but now you're in this space where it's like, yeah, but guess what? I can't stay there anymore. With that Hierophant reverse, it's, yeah, I don't care however long I've been doing this, you're going to feel very, very motivated, right? Well, the cardinal signs are, but I feel it's very strong with you guys to either incorporate something new into your life or to go off in a different direction. There's something going on here. There's definitely something going on. Yeah, you're changing your belief system. We have the ninth house. Ninth house, the landlord is Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the south node of the moon right now. So we're all going to be looking at wherever we have Sagittarius, having to kind of tweak our belief system in a certain way. And then we have this working with Venus, beautiful. Right? We have Venus in Virgo, and for you guys, it is happening in that 3rd house of learning, of communicating. So I feel like you guys are going to be learning, communicating, changing your belief system. It might not be easy, but then we have Pisces, and this is where our dreams are formulated, in that 12th house. So, my friends, that is what I have for you. I really like it. Let me just pull an Astro card as a final close. definitely going in a different direction. It does seem like. Gemini, yeah, we got, right? It's all about that third house of learning. I mean, that's what it is right now for you guys, right? You're having this beautiful Venus and Virgo in the third house. Gemini is the landlord of the third house. Again, it's all about, you know, the butterfly, my friends. It really is. It's about becoming a better version of yourself, cracking out of that chrysalis and really entering this next stage of your life in the most beautiful way. A very synchronistic kind of reading for me as a reader, Cancer. For those of you who resonated with it, this is really beautiful. It really is for career. All right, my friends, that is what I have for you. I hope this was helpful in some way. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.